观众朋友们，大家好，欢迎收看今天的《总裁有话说》。今天我们有幸邀请到了 RADA 电子工艺的首席执行官 Mr. Sala。
美国拥有世界上最为发达的国防工业，在满足国家和当前未来安全需要的同时，也在为占这一行业绝大多数的私营企业带来巨额的利润。RADA Electronic Industries Limited 是一家国防电子系统公司，专门从事空中和陆地应用先进电子系统的设计、开发、产品和销售。总部位于以色列内坦亚，至今已经有47年的历史。RADA 公司的产品线包括机动部队的战术陆地雷达、RADA 的尖端紧凑和多任务半球雷达，能以非常高的性价比提供广泛的操作任务。空中和陆地平台高性能惯性导航系统，采用最先进的 FOG 和 MEMS 传感器，系统满足多个空中和陆地作战平台以及武器系统的需要。载人和无人机的航空电子系统和升级。RADA 是30多年来核心航空电子系统的开发商和制造商，提供广泛的军用航空电子系统和升级。2017年7月10号，RADA 的 CEO Dov Sala 纳斯达克股票交易所开盘敲钟仪式，股票代码为 RADA， 这标志着 RADA 电子有限公司完成产品开发和测试，正式步入销售阶段。
Hi, Mr. Sala. Welcome to Wall Street Multimedia's dialogue with CEO today. So, first of all, what is the purpose of today's opening bell ceremony?
Yeah, we have been developing tactical radars for the last decade. Until not so long ago, we were focused only on aviation and avionics, but we put our growth engine and trust in tactical radars for the ground forces, for the maneuver force. And after a decade of work, this technology started to give its signals in the sign of growing revenues. And actually it's signaling this event today, the completion of the turnaround of the company from pure aviation and avionics to ground systems, ground radars that are the growth engine for the future.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
So, and as an Israel-based company, based on the current world geopolitical issues, so what do you think of the marketing strategies of your company to grow the company more internationally?
Yeah, well, we do our efforts based from Israel, but we do understand that such high technology and sensitive technology like radars, for instance, needs to be brought into the target markets. For example, the US market, which is the most important and the biggest market for us now, we have realized that we must Americanize the product, and we have teamed with local companies to do that. We are going to transfer the technology and make it American here, produce it, maintain it, market and sell naturally, and also advance it into the future needs of the local market and the end users companies.
So by now, what is the business development focus? Is that for military or also for the civilian industry, and why?
We are a defense electronics company, and our focus is mainly on the military.
Yeah.
However, our technology can be adapted, and is already being adapted, to civilian or para-civilian or government needs like critical infrastructure protection, airport protection, border protection in that sense. It's not consumer goods, it's for the government projects, but not only defense, but also
You mean it
homeland security and that kind of thing.
can apply into a lot of industries?
Yes.
Yes. And who do you think is the biggest competitors?
You know, there are a few, even though we are addressing a market niche that is just emerging and there is not too much competition. We see some companies that are already there, like SRC here in the United States, like ELTA in Israel. And probably if the market will evolve, quite a few more will start to step in. At this stage, we see moderate to low competition.
So what do you think of the big advantages over the competitors?
Well, we came with the concept of taking the most advanced radar technology that is available today and to shrink it into the size and the cost that this market niche of tactical radars for the maneuver force requires. We have designed active electronically scanned area antennas. It's non-rotating radars, software-defined radars, multi-mission. They can address quite a lot of targets without changing the radar, just pressing a button. And at the end, we shrinked everything into the size and at the end cost by using commercial off-the-shelf components to places that are unprecedented as of now. That's our competitive edge.
Okay, and as you mentioned before, the U.S. market is very important. So how long has RADA been doing business here in the U.S.?
Actually, our first sales of radar started here in the U.S. back in 2013.
2013? Oh.
And now the growth is mainly also in the United States, the growth of revenues, while back home in Israel we gained quite a few projects and momentum. And also Europe and the Far East is emerging as potential significant markets for us.
And what are the challenges and the advantages doing business here in the United States?
The challenges are, being remote and far away.
Yeah.
We are trying to close this gap by Americanizing our technology. We also increase our presence here through setting up a local presence and entity owned by us very soon. The advantage is that it is the biggest defense market in the world, the high-end market. The challenges of the warriors are clear and we are trying to address them, and this is why most of our focus is on this market at this stage.
And what do you think of the prospect of the whole industry in the future?
We estimate this market at a few $1 billion potential as a total available market. And it will, mature within the next coming few years, and we believe that the market potential can be, expressed over the next decade or so. So it's really a lucrative and huge market, especially for us.
Yeah, that sounds good. And my last question is, are you happy with the stock price on the NASDAQ right now? Why and why not? Also, do you have some midterm or long-term goals for the investor to improve their investors' returns?
Yeah, we are trying to create value as a company. We are not dealing every day with the market price or the stock price, but we hope that our doings are reflected in the stock, and I think it is justified what is happening with the stock price as of now. We should grow our business. We should increase revenues, and that's the plan: create value to our investors, in addition to our customers. Thank you.
So thanks so much for the interview, and best wishes to the RADA in the future.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.